Joe Rogan is at it again, talking about COVID-19 once more on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast on Spotify. This time it was during a discussion with his guest, comedian Tom Segura, on Thursday. Rogan took aim northwards, calling Canada communist and Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau a dictator and mocking Canada's COVID-19 vaccination requirements. Rogan also took a bite out of the Big Apple, criticizing New York City folks for still wearing face masks in indoor public locations. Meanwhile, COVID-19 cases and deaths have been increasing in both the U.S. and Canada, fueled by the spread of BA.5 Omicron subvariant of the COVID-19 coronavirus. Both the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, and Health Canada have been recommending that people wear face masks while in public indoor locations. Yet, it looks like Rogan, as you can see in the video posted in Kip Jones's article for Mediaite, clearly didn't agree with these two national public health organizations. Is Rogan a public health expert, a medical doctor, or some other kind of scientist? Not exactly. Remember, Rogan is someone who said just last year, "I'm not a doctor, I'm a bleeping moron, and I'm not a respected source of information, even for me," as I indicated previously for Forbes. Last I checked, bleeping moron is not a medical specialty. Musical artists have asked Spotify to rein in Rogan's COVID-19 comments that have gone against established scientific evidence, including James Blunt providing the horrifying threat that he would release new music if Spotify didn't do anything. However, Rogan did not repeat any of these bleeping moron disclaimers on Thursday's episode of his podcast before the segment where he once again talked about COVID-19 precautions. Rogan began the segment by mentioning what his opinion about Trudeau was before the pandemic started. "I just liked him. I liked him before the pandemic. I was like, he's a handsome guy. Seems sweet. You know, good-looking guy, confident, good talker. That's nice." While handsome, sweet, and good-looking may be what you look for when selecting a Tinder date, it may not be the best criteria to assess a country leader, especially during a public health emergency like the pandemic. Apparently Trudeau's being a handsome guy wasn't enough to prevent Rogan from eventually swiping the other direction. Rogan continued with, "And during the pandemic, I'm like, oh, you're a, naughty word, dictator. Oh, you don't like criticism. You're trying to shut down criticism by saying all your critics are misogynists and racists. If you are wondering when Canada had become a dictatorship, it hasn't.